The liquid remaining in the syringe is a mixture of anesthetics and hallucinogens. The currently confirmed ingredients are ketamine and diethylamine lysergic acid. According to the composition analysis, it should be consistent with the injections left over from the May 100 series of cases 10 ago. Should this drug cause a strong and unpleasant psychological reaction, normally victims will go crazy, self-harm, or even commit suicide. But at the same time, because of the addition of anesthetics, the victim suffered from extreme mental torture, but his limbs were weak and unable to do anything. In this case, death is a relief for them. Is there any trauma? What is the real cause of death? In addition to the epidermal abrasion caused by moving the victim, there were no divisive injuries, no sign of torture and bondage. The time of death was almost the same as Tang Yu. The cause of death is cardiac arrest caused by tearing of myocardial fibers and bleeding from the heart. The situation is more like being scared to death because of mental torture. The murder moved quickly and decisively, with a clear purpose to torture the victim to death. This is consistent with the logic of Tang Ye's corpse being cut and bloodletted. After killing Tang Yi, Zhang Xiaoji was picked up by another perpetrated murderer, who was truly bloodthirsty and mater. The real perpetrated killer. Does it mean the hunter is back? This time, he seemed more frantic. Sorry, I don't want you to see photos like this. I also have one brother. I can feel the pain things, same like you. But I need more details to find the real culprit. Why? Obviously, we have reached the last step. He promised me to go abroad to study as long as this matter passed, and start a new life. Why? Why can't a good person live well? Do you know how kind my brother is? The day after he was raped, he returned home and didn't let me know. Secretly ran to the bedroom to take a shower and even blamed himself for doing something wrong. He hasn't worn short-sleeved clothes since then. If it wasn't for Tang Yu, he would show off his achievements to others. People around him started to care about him with compassion. I didn't even know that he was hurt. The damn person is not him. The damn person is Tang Yi, and stupid me. If it was not for my firm belief that the police could give Xiaoqi justice, I would not encourage him to prosecute Tang Yi publicly. Let his pain be used by everyone as an after-hours conversation, causing him to have a nervous breakdown. I wouldn't trust any policeman anymore. You will only say those high, sounding nonsense from an outsider's standpoint. Didn't you say that you understand me? Then you can ignore my identity now. Think of me as a selfish, impulsive, and irrational brother like you. Didn't you find out? Now there are only you and me in this room. This case also involves my brother's innocence. No matter what the price is paid, I will find the murderer, including you using illegal means in order to get the truth. This is the last time I trust the police. If you disappoint me, I will let you taste the same as me. I pleaded guilty. Everything is designed by me. Since Xiaoqi committed suicide 2 years ago and revealed false news of his death to the media, I am ready to kill Tang Yi. You guessed half of the rest of the process. In fact, the person who replaced Tang Yi's medicine that day was his son. The person who helped Xiaoqi escape was also Lila. No wonder that woman's bedroom has been vacant for a long time because of the renovation, and someone happened to put the camera in it. You plan to blame Lila for the murder, right? Yes. Originally, I wanted Lila to implement a murder plan, so I taught him how to dispense medicine and how to inject. But the idiot cut the nerve in his right hand because of suicide, so I had no chance but to let Xiaoqi do it. Apart from you, Chang Xiaoqi and Lily, are there anyone else who knows about this? No, but when I started investigating Tang Yi, I received a letter. The letter contains all Tang Yi's personal information and a sum of money. For me, it can support me and my brother's life for at least 5 years. This is why I can rent Tang Yi's next room at a high price. That letter is in my safe at home. Boss, you scared me to death. I thought you really planned to die with him. Fortunately, this thing is useless. Salmon, apply for such warrant. We need to take out the letter from Cheng Yang's house. No need. Director, now that the murderer of Tang Yi has been found, let's end this case. I will leave the rest to others. But the murderer of Chang Xiaoqi hasn't. As a police officer on break, are you qualified to handle cases? You don't need to go to the media for the closing announcement. Someone will do it for you. Go back and have a rest and get ready for reinstatement. I understand, but I still have a request. Lin Mo, this is blood? Lin Mo, what happened?